Good morning, sir. This is our report in your subject. The title of our report is Theory of Leadership. In the first slide, trait theory of leadership. It is based in the characteristic of many leaders, both successful and unsuccessful, and it's used to predict leadership effortness and resulting list of traits are then prepared to the dose of potential leaders to assess their likelihood and successful or failure. Core traits of leaders: achievement drive, high level of effort, commitment, desire, and effect, initiative to reach the ambition of or goals. Have high personal and professional standards. Leadership motivation has a desire to influence, lead, and help others to achieve their goals. Honesty and integrity. Being open, trustworthy, and reliable, it lives with high values and stands for what it is right. Self-confidence. Belief it in oneself, skills, ideas, and abilities. Core trait of a leadership. Cognitive ability. It refers to a mental capability involving or exercising good judgment, reasoning, abstract thinking, analytical abilities, and conceptually skill. Knowledge of businesses. Knowledge of industry, technical matters, and a sum of skill and experience that are collectively creating and rely on it the businesses. Emotional maturity can manage his her emotions to no matter that their circumstance, and they know how to respond to tough situation. Charisma, creativity, and flexibility. Speak with charm and inspire devotion on others. Creativity is the power to use imagination in the production of artistic work, flexibility in the ability to adapt, change, and fin innovative ways.
Strength advantage of trait theory. It is a natural appealing theory. It acts as a benchmark against which as individual leader qualities can be measured. It is valid as the foundation and basis of the idea have been validated by a large body of research. It provides a throughout understanding of the leader's role in the leadership process. Limitation of trait theory. When it comes to judging who is considered a good or successful leader, there is likely to be some subjective judgment. There is also debate on which characteristics are more crucial for successful leader. The list of possible characteristics is usually quite large. There have been over 100 different qualities discovered in the successful leaders in a various leadership positions. The approach tries to link physical characteristics like height and weight to leadership effectiveness. The majority of these factors have to do with circumstances. The theory is really complicated. The contingency theory of leadership. The contingency theory of leadership puts forth the idea that the successful of a leader's hinge on the specific situation at hand. Villanueva University 2021. Certain factors come into play when determining if a specific leader or leadership style is appropriate for a given situation. These considerations include the work at hand, the leader's personality, and the makeup of a group to be led. Its primary premise is that leadership, whether successful or unsuccessful, is situational. According to this theory, a leader should be able to assess its circumstances and determine whether or not your leadership style will be beneficial.
I'm Adonis G. Fragoso from 4B BPO. Contingency theory of leadership in workplace. There are factors that can affect a leader's effectiveness. This include the scope of a project, the size of the team, and the expected delivery date for the result. Contingency theories believe that no matter how successful a leader is, there will always be a situational that will test them. Therefore, leaders must be willing to acknowledge that their success depends on their circumstances in addition to their personal skills. These are the factors in the average workplace in contingency theory of leadership. First, the maturity level of the employees. Ah, dito masusukat kung gaano kahanda o kaalam ang mga empleyado sa trabaho and ang estilo nito sa pamumuno ay dapat akma dito. Next is relationship between coworkers. Dito naman, kung maganda ang samahan ng empleyado, mas madaling pamunuan. Work pace. Dito naman ay kung gaano kabilis o kabagal ang trabaho. Management style. Iba-iba ang estilo ng leader depende sa sitwasyon. Maaring maging mas maigpit o mas maluwag sa pamamahala. Typical work schedule. Ang typical work schedule, ang pamamahala ng oras ay nakabatay sa regular na schedule ng empleyado. Goals and objectives. Dapat malinaw sa mga empleyado ang mga layunin ng trabaho. Standard for behavior. Dapat mayroong maayos na pamamantayan ng ugali sa trabaho. Company policies. Sundin ang mga polisiya para sa kayusan ng lugar o sa trabaho. Employees work style. Iba-iba ang paraan ng bawat isa kaya kailangan i-adjust ng leader. Last, the employees moral. Mahalaga ang mataas na moral o motibasyon para sa magandang trabaho. Contingency leadership models. One is Fidel's contingency theory. This theory refers to a leader that has the ability to lead. This theory fits situation where groups are closely supervised and not team-based. It also uses a least preferred coworker scale to help determine the type of worker the leader least like working with. So, Fidel's company theory, it's a leading team and siya yung taga-motivated sa mga employees nito. Next, situational leadership. It is called Hersey and Blanchard situation leadership theory. This theory puts forth the idea that leadership style hinge on four behaviors: telling, selling, participating, and delegating. Situation leadership, for example, sa team may mga new members na papasok and yung iba aalis. So, ang gagawin ng leader, need niyang i-adapt yung mga bagong pasok. Next. Next is path-goal theory. It is a combination of two popular theories, goal settings and expectancy. According to this theory, effective leaders create clear paths for their subordinates to follow in order to help them achieve their goals. And they work to remove any obstacle that stand in their way. So path-goal theory is, for example, a manager tell stockroom workers to aim to unpack 10 boxes by lunchtime rather than telling the workers to do as much he can. Last is decision-making theory. It is known as the Broom-Yeaton-Jago leadership decision-making model. The model process the effective leaders assess situations, size them up, and then determine how much support the group will give to the effort. adjusting their preferred leadership style to fit. Decision-making theory is ito yung um, kung saan yung mas prefer mo, doon ka.
The behavioral theories of leadership. This theories contains that a leader's success is determined by their behaviors rather than their not their natural characteristic observing and evaluating a leader's actions and behaviors in response to a specific situations is central to behavioral leadership theories. According to the Indeed editorials teams 2021 is a management philosophy that evaluates leaders based on their actions in the workplace. Types of behavioral leadership. People-oriented leaders is focused on behaviors that enable them to meet the needs of the peoples when would they interact some as supervisors, employees, and clients. People-oriented cultivate leaders relationship with their team's members in order to motivate them to perform well and gain favors with regard to encourage collaborations regarding success, observing their team's progress, mentoring team's members. Number 2. Task-oriented leaders is focused on setting goals, achieving objectives, thrive in a well-structured environment and often show authoritative behaviors. Task-oriented commands include behaviors in injecting project organizing process, clarify structure, instruction, gathering relevant data. Number 3. Participating leaders. It involves their either team in decisions making process, allow each team's members voice to be heard and taken into account. Active leaders are more likely to ask for constructive feedbacks, facilitate teams meetings, take suggestions, improvements, delegate tasks and to others teams members. Status quo leaders. Leaders would be maintained both productively and employees satisfactions. They ensures tasks that all tasks are complete on time will also supported and encourage their team's members. Behavior associated with status quo leadership include is distributing tasks evenly, requiring regular progress report, enforcing company's policies friendly, responding to feedback neutrally.
Next is indifferent leaders. Place little value on interaction or communication with their team. They typically monitor process from afar and do not contribute to their team's daily efforts. So, ito yung type ng leaders na mas pinaprioritize yung process over outcome. Pero at the same time, wala silang maayos na communication sa kanilang members or sa team members nila dahil mas nililook forward niya yung results o yung outcome. And the behaviors typically for indifferent leaders include avoiding questions, procrastinating, self-preserving, assigning unwanted tasks to others. Number 6. Dictatorial leadership. Place a higher value on result than on people. They may put pressure on their team members to perform well even during stressful or difficult times. Ito naman ay yung klase ng leaders na minsan hindi na kinoconsider yung personal matters ng members at pinapressure ang members na tapusin na yung project ng kanilang project kahit sa alanganing sitwasyon dahil mas iniisip nilang tapusin agad yung project at hindi na iniisip yung kalagayan ng team members niya. And the behaviors associated with dictatorship leader include setting flexible deadlines, disregarding excuses, ignoring feedbacks, achieving short-term goals. Number 7. Country club leaders place a higher place a high value on team members' happiness and satisfaction. They believe that a comfortable and well-equipped team is more likely to succeed. Ang country club leaders naman ay priority nila ang happiness at satisfaction ng team members to create positive, relaxed work environment. At ang behaviors associated with country club leaders involve responding to team members' feedback, focusing on employees' well-being, defending employees' interests and rights, and supporting the team members' decision. Next is sound leaders. It is regarded as the most effective type of behavioral leadership because it prioritizes both productivity and team moral equality. They value their team members, set realistic goals, and produce high-quality results. So, nasabing most effective tong sound leaders dahil balance yung productivity, establishing strong and last practices para ma-achieve ang goals ng kanilang team, and it will lead to a high quality results. And behaviors associated with sound leaders include encouraging open communication, allowing employees to work independently, listening to and implementing feedback, and also providing training and continuing education to learn to team members. Number 9. Opportunistic leaders. These kind of leaders are goal-oriented and will use any means necessary to achieve their goals. Ang opportunistic leaders naman ay yung mga leaders na mabilis mag-internalize o mag-figure out ng any changing circumstances at pag-decision based on immediate benefits. At ang behaviors associated with opportunistic leader includes lack of consistency, pursuing results regardless of course, enforcing their own standards for success, caring for their team to improve performance. And number 10, paternalistic leaders. This style strives to be firm but fair, similar to that of a father with child. They frequently set lofty goals and reward members of the team who achieve them. This type of leadership act as a parental figures. Pinaprioritize nila yung well-being and development ng kanilang employees. And their behaviors associated with the paternalistic style includes rewarding positive behavior or success, disciplining failure, disregarding feedback, offering leadership opportunities to promising employees.
I'm Maria Tolosi from 4B BPO. The full range theory is of leadership. A general leadership theory focuses on the behavior of leaders towards the workforce in different work situations. The FRLM relates transactional and transformational leadership styles with licensed fair leadership styles. Distinct Leadership Style by Bruce Avolio and Bernard Bass. Transactional. Leaders encourage followers' compliance by using both rewards and punishment. Those who use the transactional approach do not seek to change the future, rather, they seek to maintain the status quo. Transactional leaders is concerned with the objective exchange of value between an employee's performance and manager's reaction to it. Next is transformational. Adheres to different, more long-term oriented philosophy. Egotistic goals are replaced by long-term, higher rank values and ideals. There is a sixth dimension. Number one is role model. 2 is future vision. 3 is individual support. 4. Promotion of group goals. 5. Intellectual stimulation. 6. High performance expectation. Laissez faire. Laissez faire is French for let them do or what they want. This is the least active style of leadership. This leadership style is characterized by an avoidance of responsibilities and can be seen as the absence of leadership. Employees make their own decision and no rules are in place. When measured by the impact of the leader's opinion on the team, laissez faire is the least effective leadership style. That's all our report. Thank you.